lot of holes to patch, drywall compound can be very effective. The key is making sure everything's scraped down and flat, and then you put your mud on and let it dry, usually overnight. Come back the next day with a wet rag and just lightly wipe down the surface. That's really going to be the key to it blending. Again, it's a good patch material, but you have to remember to scrape it down afterwards. Not scrape it down, wipe it down before you paint it. That way it'll blend in. If you don't, the lump is going to show, and then it'll be really hard to ever get it to blend. Not that it's impossible, but it's much easier while it's wet, or while it's not painted yet, to just wipe it down and then make it blend. Again, it's very fast, very effective for doing a lot of patches and stuff like that. So little tiny stuff like this, we could just bring it right in, and that's that. Alright, now just let it dry, wipe it down, and then some paint. We'll be good to go. Fixing little corners like this is very easy with drywall compound and a knife. You're just going to wipe it on, just like so, and then take your knife and go straight down. Just kind of get it on both sides. And there we go. Once it's dry, then you can wipe it down with a rag, take off any high spots. That's going to be that. Going to make it nice and neat. Right here you can see a line here. We're going to fix that. Just going to take it out like so. And then once this is dry, we'll wipe it down with our rag. It'll make it blend. No one will ever know we were here. Alright. Just kind of fix it up, make it like new. There we go. Now let it dry. Wipe down where we need to, very gently, the rag. If you use a 20-minute mix, you can actually wipe it down after 20 minutes, but regular joint compound, you're going to have to wait overnight. But you just need to make sure that everything is seated down below the level of the wall, and then when you patch, you're just grabbing a little bit of material, overlapping it, and scraping it down pretty much flush. You can go all the way flush, or you can leave it a little bit bigger, and then once it dries, you'll need to wait till the next day and come back and just wipe it down with a rag. And that's really the key to it coming out good. If you're going to use mud, it's just, you can knock it down mostly flat and then come back with your wet rag after it dries and just wipe it down, or a wet sponge, the soft side of the sponge, and that way you can patch holes with drywall with joint compound. Really, really simple. Smaller holes, kind of the same thing, but you can just kind of scrape it off smooth. Very easy. And again, if you wipe it down with a rag first, everything's going to come out level and be nice and neat. So that's just patching with drywall joint compound. A couple little areas here with some sticky tape. These we can actually just take flush right away, but that's going to patch that nice and easy. And the nice thing is, if you've got the scraper here, you can take off whatever needs to come off right there. So if you have any little high spots or imperfections like that, you can take it right off. So it works out pretty good. Get your drywall compound ready to patch this little one. And we can take that smooth, and then we'll come back with a wet rag later and that'll make it all back to normal. Okay, so here it is after it's had a chance to dry. It's now that our patches have had a chance to dry. We just take our wet rag and just go right over it. And that's going to make everything blend in just right. And that's all we got to do. Patch with the mud. Good to go. Our corner repair and our spot, and we're just taking a wet rag and just nice and lightly wiping it down, and that's going to get rid of all the high stuff, and the rest will blend in nice and easy. So I'll fix our corners, and I'll fix our little area, and we're good to go. Okay, there it is. Then this will paint right over. It looks like a crack, but it's not. So that's the fix. Same here. Actually, there's not really a crack there. Once we paint it, it'll blend in just like it should. Okay, there it is, all dried in. Can't even tell it's ever there. Okay, there it is, all dried in. Can't even tell the patch has ever happened. There it is, all dried in. Got one more little divot to work out here. Other than that, good to go. Nice edge.